or your head against the wall. It is not about the grind, as people will sometimes tell you. That's a myth. It's going to result in you being really upset. It's doing it the hard way.
Does your shield go away when you do that?
Yes. If it stuck around, I could be super OP because of a shield break. When you get the last perk in the tank tree is when your shield breaks, you get 5 seconds of super quick regen. It'd be like just constant health and shield. Justin, are you at hello?
Yep.
Okay. Your dude was just chilling.
Oh yeah, it's going through skills and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to figure out a build.
Nothing in the gold dumpster. Holy shit, a double anarchy.
Is it elemental?
It is not. I bought it immediately. It's only level 22 though, it might be shit. But it's still a double anarchy. 4 bullets for the price of 1.
I thought it was 4 bullets for the price of 2.
You're right, it is.
Okay,
Bonnie Hogan says, yeah, Sherlock and Holmes suffer for some of the worst writing in a movie that I've ever seen. You walked out of the theater. Oh, you walked out of the theater for Napoleon Dynamite? Oh, man. I enjoyed Napoleon Dynamite. I thought it was funny as fuck. Back in 82, I could throw a football over the mountains. Uncle Rico eats steak all the time. The girl is hot. She looks weird, but she's hot. But I usually am playing and sometimes chatting with my first streams. I'm able to get a lot of interaction. It was fantastic. We built I love interacting with stream viewers. The problem is nobody chats. It'll come, Derek. It'll come. If you build it, they will come. Definitely get a YouTube up and an Instagram and all that fun stuff. And if you're good at drawing, draw. Whatever you're good at making. Like, you just gotta, like, you know, a lot of the Twitch girls, people get really upset about them. But, hey, man, if you got it, flaunt it. And they have their cosplays and their Patreons, and it gets the eyeballs. It's a war for eyeballs. Pretty good, peeps. Oh yeah. Not a great double anarchy, but a pretty solid one. That's all you need on a double anarchy.
Hey, there's a decent mercenary mod at this vendor.
What is it, Ashton?
The mercenary mod. It's just missing the ammo regen for his siren.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Morning, I just tweeted this. We waited so long for Borderlands 1 Remastered, Borderlands 3. It's sad to see people acting this way because of a business decision. This is not the Borderlands that I've come to know and love. We're better than this. Act like it, please. It's because, Adam, it's not the Borderlands community. The Borderlands community is just happy to have Borderlands. We're all just celebrating that we get to come home. And it's people that are, you know, Johnny-come-latelys of the live service generation that are doing all the troller shit that we're used to. The rest of us, you're not going to hear from the real OGs of the Borderlands, because, like, Justin and Ashton and I, yourself, we're just playing Borderlands, dude. We're just ready for the next one. I'm literally the only person who hated that movie, Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's... Were you born in America, Von Hilliger? I know your dad became a citizen. Are you first generation? Or are you second generation? It's the person who immigrated that's first generation, is that right? Or is first generation the first...
No, first generation is a kid of whoever immigrated.
Oh, okay. I like that movie. No, their children are first gen. Their children are first. Okay, so are you your first generation von Helger, or were you born in the States? Because I'm thinking maybe Napoleon Dynamite. It might just be like, you know, like German humor doesn't translate very well to American for some freaking reason. It just there's some massive cultural disconnect there, and maybe it's one of those things that Napoleon Dynamite's more of like just an American weird American comedy that doesn't translate well. And Uncle Rico being a football star, for instance. I'm first generation American.
Do you like the Office?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Thought it got weaker later. Do you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I love the show. But I also love like Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
And just that riot humor.
I felt like The Office really died after Pam and Jim got together. The motivation to watch. At least for me, yeah. Like the main thing you were waiting for has happened, so. Do you mind me asking, Von Helga, what's your where your mom and dad from? What's your native country? Well, not your native country's gonna be the States, but your mom and dad's native country. You guys like the movie Hot Rod? Yeah, man. I can't help but like anything that Andy Samberg does because I get told I'm his doppelganger all the time.
Man, I'm telling you, if he worked out, he would look just like you.
Yeah, Andy Samberg's funny as hell. I don't know why he hasn't made any other movies lately. And I gotta see this, what is it? Boston 911 or Chicago? What's with Terry Crews in it?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You guys are saying it's pretty funny?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I liked it.
I gotta check it out. I figure Andy Samberg and Terry Crews together should be pretty funny. Yeah, Hot Rod's great. I like when he goes out into the forest and he does the punch dancing, the angry dancing from that guy who died of pancreatic cancer. That famous movie he was in, Dirty Dancing, maybe. It might be Patrick Swayze. I think it is Patrick Swayze. And then he rolls down. Yeah, he rolls down the hill. Right. Well, it's right after he gets done punch dancing that he falls down the hill for like 55 miles. Have you ever seen Kung Fu Fury, Adam? Where they ad-lib an old Kung Fu movie? My dad is from London. Oh, well, shit. You're not... You know, you have that name Von Helger. And I always think, oh, he's from some, like... He's from, like, Norway. I'm from jolly old England. There's not that much of a disconnect. I mean, we're different people, but there's a hell of a lot of similarities. Look at us and the Canadians. Different people. Different countries, no doubt. But, dude, a pretty underlying culture that you can... Makes things easy. I guess why, you know, Europe's probably had so many damn struggles. You don't have a native language. You got really different cultures. Here in North America, because of the history, it's not been as difficult. Ranger class mod, Siren, 28% ignite damage, Spark, Phoenix, Diva. I love Cool Beans part. It was a meme before we really knew the memes as they are today. It's so off, apparently. Dad is from London. Mom is from New Jersey, but her mom's grandparents are from Ireland. Okay. Oh, damn. You're not... Again, I thought you were from, like, freaking Norway or something. Von Helger, I've been so wrong about you. Old Haven. Is there going to be a quest that leads us there?
I've been drinking green tea all day. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I was thinking about going in there. I studied German in high school, so that is where my handle comes from. Oh. It is a play on my real name, but I am only maybe a small sliver German from the far past. Okay. Well, then you just hate Napoleon Dynamite. It's official. Crockpot theory has been debunked. I love that movie. I'm like stuck. I thought it was funny as shit. You talk about Napoleon Dynamite, Adam? Oh yeah. You get those weapon perks. I'm glad we did the rebuild. I'm feeling a lot stronger now instead of going down days. Days is not a very good skill. I do think it gets better late game, but middle game, not so much. Just gotta go with the OP kill perks, of which is the one thing that Berserker does really, really well. How have we met? Oh, we did. We got the valve. Where are we at? Oops. Is our car blown up? No, we still got a car. You are? Okay. Thanks, Adam. The Epic Game Store drama will pass. And I think if anything, it's allowed the counter argument because of the ridiculous behavior of people that are not happy about it getting that exclusivity for 6 months. It's allowed people like myself that feel contrary to that Valve's had a monolithic power for too long. So okay, you have to download a different launcher. Oh man, to play Borderlands. I don't see why that's a reason to get your pitchfork out. To at least have a leg to stand on, because the hive mind had already decreed that Epic Game Store was evil for some reason, even though it paid game developers more money than Steam ever thought of paying them. Which is gonna create that, you know, the ability for developers to break free from the grasp of publishers if that's what people want, which they say all the time because they're like, oh, EA's awful and etc, whether they are or they're not. It seems to be an opinion people hold that the publisher is evil. And so the only way to get rid of the publisher is to get rid of the middleman that is the publisher. Now, I don't actually believe that. I think publishers are really useful. And the industry got as big as it has because of publishers, but...
I got something for you.
A lot of these arguments that get made when it comes to games don't make a whole lot of sense. I say over and over again, everyone wanted a new IP. Around the time of Battleborn, people were sick of playing Call of Duties over and over again, they said. The industry has become like Hollywood. It just produces sequels. Why isn't there any new IPs anymore? Alright, here's a new IP. It's super creative and original. It has thousands of hours of content. It's got a story mode. It's got PvP. It's deep. It's fun. It's got a great hook. No thanks. Red Dead Redemption 2, meanwhile, would make $1 billion within the first month of its launch. That's not an exaggeration. It made $1 billion. They're both good, but that double anarchy is just a beast. The undeniable beast. Born in New Jersey, raised in York subways. Now back to New Jersey, back to his home. Born in Ohio, raised in Ohio, still in Ohio. Ohio has a way of being like a wormhole, a gravity well. It keeps people in. My mom can make a great New Jersey accent. It's hilarious to see my dad's reaction when she does it. But I think, you know, you could say the same thing that was just said about anyone's home. Homes are like a gravity well. If you're born there, you got a good chance of dying there. You mean I have to change how I do things? Unplayable, says Derek. I think I interrupted you, Ashton. Sorry. What were we saying?
Oh, nothing. I just said, New Jersey's gross.
One thing's for sure, New Jersey made Chris Christie gain so much weight. I watched this documentary called Street Fight, which was about a mayoral race in Newark, New Jersey between now Senator Booker and the mayor Sharp James, and it's a really good documentary. No matter your political leanings, it's a great doc. And Chris Christie was the Attorney General of New Jersey at the time, and he comes out because they decided to do an oversight on the election because there was so much funny business going on. And he's pretty skinny. He's fat then. He's actually really fat then. But he looks skinny in comparison to just how much that man would blow up. He was like 350 pounds by the time Bridgegate went down. He'd sit there and just snack on M&Ms though. People would like catch him. He's got big mom jeans. I don't really have any opinion on Chris Christie outside of that, but he's a big man. The more you know. Informative streams. I don't want to live in Colorado for the rest of my life, and how my life plans are going, I will probably be here for a very long time. Are you at least in a good part of Colorado? I mean, I'm from Colorado. It's a very, very pretty state. Beautiful. And the fittest of all the states. Denver, Colorado is the fittest city in America. Don't know why, but it is. You can put that in your storehouse of useless information. And you guys have a haunted airport. Oops, sorry. Okay, never mind. Alright, be that way. Oh yeah, the mountains are amazing. I don't live in Denver proper, so I don't have to deal with the big city stuff. That's good. That's good. And you get, I mean, weed's legal there now? If you're into that kind of thing. Haunted airport. You tend to have a pretty good football team. Not so much lately, but, you know, your history's good. Oh, I won't lie, I am. Okay, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. People here can't drive in snow despite this being a snowy state. It's weird. There you go, another factoid for your useless storehouse of useless information. South Carolina is considered the worst state to drive in America. It has, by far, the worst drivers. By total accidents, failure to abide by street signs and traffic laws. There's actually a good viral YouTube video of a guy filming what it's like to drive in South Carolina and the numerous like near accidents and near misses he gets in and people just being crazy. I drove in Michigan a couple summers ago and they're really interesting because they have like their laws are really open-ended. I assume it's because of the whole like muscle car thing and Steel City, a city that Ford made, and all this shit. People like a lot of fucking muscle cars driving around. And you could like U-turn and you could turn left on red and right on red and shit. So people like, I don't know. It's weird. Ohio's got pretty strict laws. A lot of empty roads that go past farmland. But at the same time, a lot of highway patrol. A lot of really low speed limits. What's the speed limit tend to be in Canada, Justin?
110 on the main highway.
It'd be kilometers per hour.
Divided. Kilometers, yeah. Nah,
So that's about 80.
100 on.
80 miles per hour? That's really fast, actually. Ours are like 55 miles per hour, 60.
Is it 80? Look at me. Less than that. Oh, times 1.6, I guess. Or no, divided by.
You divide 110 by 1.6.
I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
This is where I'll join the
1
Canadians.
mile
We
is
need to just
1.6 kilometers.
we need to just join the damn metric system.
Back-to-back World War champions. We don't change for shit.
It's about 70 miles per hour. So either way, I mean that's still pretty fast. What's it like out in Cali?
55, 65.
Okay.
That's what the max is.
About the same then. Where is it in the U.S. that there is no speed limit? Like Nevada and Arizona and shit? The desert?
No, the speed limit's all everywhere.
Oh.
I've never been around somewhere that's speed limit less. And I've been all over California and all over Nevada.
I know that it used to be. This was like something fabled by the old timers. My dad would talk about it. Granddad would talk about it. You go out to the desert, there was no speed limit. No police, no law, no speed limit neither. Just drive.
No roads.
No roads.
Uphill both directions.
That's the way it used to be, the good days. Shouldn't mandate the damn seatbelt. They shouldn't mandate the traffic laws. Do what the fuck you please. I don't care about sports myself, but huntings are our personal favorites. No kidding. Germany has the Autobahn, but I've not read anywhere in the States that has anything like that. Well, in the Autobahn, what is it? The left lane, you can go as fast as you want, the passing lane. And then the right lane has a speed limit. Exciting stuff.
No, if you're going slower than the person behind you, you have to go into the right lane. And you have to stay into the right lane unless you're passing. And then you go over to the left. So people translate that into drive as fast as you want to in the left lane.
Oh. Is it a more efficient system?
Yes. Because everyone's in the right lane unless there's a necessary reason to be in the left lane. Unlike America, where people go whatever speed limit they want in whatever lane they want.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be the fucking passing lane, but you're right. People rarely use it for that. Or you get really unlucky. I've seen this happen way too many times on road trips, where you get two semi-trailers who decide that one's got a bigger dick than the other, and they sit there and get in a fucking passing war. That'll cause a traffic jam like no other. And it happens all the freaking time. I ain't gonna let you.
They go faster. Because they can only go faster than the speed limit if they're passing, and so they all get together and just do that.
Oh, so they're doing that on purpose?
Yep.
I figured they were in a competition with one another. I didn't know they were purposely blocking the damn lanes. And I've seen that, like, convoys, especially, I've got family down in Florida, so I've made many road trips down to Florida. And so many times on the highways down there, I've had it happen, especially on the way back, where semis would block the roads and just have a convoy. I just figured they were just trying to outdick one another.
Nope, they're trying to hook each other up by just, doing the only way they can legally go faster without getting hit by their companies if they get pulled over or whatever.
Huh. Well, the more you know. Still pisses me off, though. Because man, I remember in the Carolinas one time, we were caught in a traffic jam for hours and hours and hours because of that. But people are just, just dumb things happen down there. Like, love it. It's beautiful. People are nice. But like, oh, a deer's in the middle of the road. Instead of like slowing down and letting it pass through, let's just fucking hit it. And then what do you know? Now you got you got a frenzied dying deer in the middle of the road, and people don't freak out when they see it. They're not used to a dying animal, and some idiot will invariably get in a wreck because of it. There's something really surreal about seeing a dying deer that's still running around. Just pure adrenaline while its entrails are dragging.
Oh, I got a class mod for you if you want it.
Oh, for a berserker?
Yeah, Centurion, 40% max health, safeguard, harden, die hard.
Let's check it out. Thank you. Team max health. Nice. Thank you. We get some. Sometimes there's also have health regen if we can find one. Are you still here, Justin? Or
Yep.
okay. You're just like, will this idiot ever shut up?
Just I was eating.
Oh, okay. Twitch.tv. What we bring the best commentary. Now, what else can this idiot talk about? About these trucks, though. Airline food. What is up with that? Oh, here. I just wanted to replicate the semi-tractor trailers. How many lanes does Canadian highways have?
In my area, access to. But over east is, I think, 3 and 4 lane.
Is it the same kind of rules, or is it like German rules?
Got the same rules. Still got speed limits and stuff you have to follow.
Do you guys also have the semis block the roads?
Like one doing like 1 kilometer an hour faster than the other one, kind of thing.
Like, one's in the right lane, one's in the left lane, and they go the exact same speed so that no one can pass them.
Not the exact same speed, but they'll do like 1 kilometer faster than the other person. So it still takes them like 10 minutes to pass.
I guess where it gets really intense is like if you decide to do hauling, and like maybe Steven will do this someday because you get paid a shit ton of money for it. But like if you do hauling in West Virginia, you get to drive those mountains. When I worked for the county garage in my area, the guys who all had their CDLs had done that. They said that they would go like 85 miles an hour, and they actually had police escorts. It was like super intense because like the rubber was meeting the road, and they had to just fucking literally hold on. That's where, when you get in those mountains, that they have the separate lanes when you're going downhill, so that if the semi does like basically become a runaway train, they go up this giant slope of rough, rocky, unkept cement to try to force themselves to slow down so that they don't murder everyone in their path.
Yep. Yeah, runway lanes. We have lots of those in BC.
Have you?
Vancouver?
Yes.
So you are in British Columbia?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're not?
No. Saskatchewan.
Oh, I don't know how many times you're gonna have to tell me that.
As many as it takes.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we finally played with a guy from Quebec. His name was Charles. We played the Anthem with him, and I said, Charles, what's up with this Quebec thing? I've got some Canadian friends, and there seems to be disagreements. And he said it's because we have all the people in Quebec. Like, we hold the whole population, so...
Yeah, Ontario does, though.
I don't know, that's what he said. But he spoke French. He was born speaking French. And English was his
I
second
the
tongue.
French Canadians.
He was
Yeah,
a
They live in Quebec.
legitimate French Canadian.
That's very... It's rare to see someone that's primary English in Quebec.
He said that when French people come over, they really like the French Canadians, but when he goes over to France, they treat him like shit. Like they-
Yes. Yeah, I've heard that as well, actually.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Seems like a shitty thing. I mean, they speak your tongue. You'd think you'd treat them good.
A bastardized version.
Kind
It's
of.
like if we go to England.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Broken French.
Yeah, American English is pretty bastardized, I guess, but... I don't know, he told us kiss, and he told us coo, which apparently is fuck and ass. Kiss is fuck, and coo is ass. He had a lot of fun. He loved to talk about how cold it was. And he said he went down to the States and he was sweating. It was 20 degrees Fahrenheit down here. And he was sweating because he's so hardened by the Quebec winters.
I'm out.
Does that sound like some shit, or?
I've only driven through there once, and it was through the summer, so I can't really say, but they're pretty much on the same level as us.
Oh,
So I can't see it being all that much worse.
So is this the Quebecy thing? Is this like sort of egocentric? We have all the people. We have the coolest winters.
They also get the fucking most money too.
State money?
Yeah.
Is that the frustration?
That's a lot of it. It's a lot of the reason why everyone hates Quebec. I can't remember the reason for it either.
Huh. If Wilson's here, I'm sure he probably has some weird, oddly specific historical knowledge on the matter. Wow, Clean Prince Gaming.
No kidding.
Adam, you don't have to say anything more. Clean Prince Gaming, you said enough. He said it. He did a super positive video on Borderlands 3. Who would have thought? I mean, because he's fake, and it's only a very small minority of people that are angry that it has Epic's Gaming Store exclusivity. He just copies and pastes whatever he sees on the internet, Adam. It's 80% positive, if not more, for Borderlands. So okay. Let me just talk in circles for the next half hour about this.
Over here.
We
Don't
talking
have a
about?
map.
Clean Prince Gaming. I don't think that guy plays more than an hour of games a week, maybe. Just enough to catch some extra footage, and then he just grabs the rest off YouTube and calls her a day. Yeah, he's making bank.
Oh, is that the guy who's like, oh, this wasn't let down, it was murdered. That guy?
Yep, it wasn't just killed, it was murdered. You're right. Makes those fake ass videos. Talks about it in Division's Resurrection. He's maybe put 10 hours into the Division over his lifetime. It's just yet another one, because that was the cycle. He just only talks about whatever the current cycle is focused on. That alone tells you that he's not really playing these games. He's just going where the clicks are. Like, when you're a gamer, that's why I still want to go back and do State of Decay 2 content. Comprehensive. We played the hell out of it. Actually follow the game. Play it. Keep an eye on it. Be a part of its community. That thing wasn't level 13. That'd actually be a really good shotgun.
In the words of Kendrick Lamar, fuck that.
And he's phony. He's phony. But it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, from memeology to him, it's... As Justin said, that's the world at large, so what are we going to do about it? But Charles seemed like a nice guy. He said that he had a different attitude than a lot of Quebecy people, because he said a lot of Quebecy people actually do hold that sort of like odd resentment towards the rest of Canada.
What's that? Sorry? That's what he said.
He was nice, but he said like, and I said like, what's with this beef and stuff, and he said that some people did feel the way that we were, that I described to him. He said like, you know, that people were like, oh, the people who come to Quebec from the rest of Canada are outsiders. And Wilso, again, speaking of specific historical knowledge, said, oh, it's because that Quebec was a French colony, and the British let it stay French, and even though it was now British.
Hey, here's a shotgun for you if you're interested. And that.
Yes, perfect answer, Justin. Okay.
Well, he knows more than I do.
Wow, where the hell did you get that from, Ashton?
I just had them in my inventory.
Good, I'll take that in a heartbeat. Actually, well, unless you want it, Justin, because you got elemental stuff going on.
No, go for it.
Mine.
Do it up.
My favorite shotguns across the whole, pistols across the whole franchise. Take the long drawn out silence for a no, as we have been doing. Going once, going
Yeah.
twice, okay. We got even more quests. Oh, it's just one. Oh, we gotta go back to that one place again where the boat Easter egg is. Well, now that Ashton's here, we know how to do the Easter egg. We can do it real quick. For sure, I remember it. Time to get rid of this bad boy. Time to get rid of this. I'm gonna admit this is just gonna have to go to the wayside. I'll keep that for now. Keep this for now. Just gonna go. It's really not terrible. I'll hold off.
Don't be shy. Come right in.
Ooh, level 31 shotgun in here. Another spiked death. I'm 7. 74 accuracy. That'd be a pretty narrow spread.
I'm only in it for the elemental SMGs.
Well, as soon as we find a caustic hellfire, it's all yours, and you're gonna rape, pillage, and murder. You're gonna get the bloodlust on purpose. Speak of the devil, here you go. There's 2 purples, 32s. There's another quest over here.
Huh.
Well, I'll be. Oh, it's Scooter.
Coming out of the dust, nasty out there, ain't it?
Oh man, we have a ton of quests actually.
You want that one?
I'll catch you later.
Maybe?
Yeah, you can go ahead.